Hey friends and family, how is everyone? I'm back. Can't help myself. Really enjoy talking to you all about music. So I get home from work today. I had such a busy day at work today that I'm just now chewing on a bagel. I haven't had anything to eat today. I had a little bit for breakfast and I got no lunch. Um, Mental health services really go off the chain around Christmas time. One of my clients was found dead over the weekend. I broke up 2 fights today, took someone to the hospital, just all kinds of crazy shit. So when I get home and I see not one, but 2 packages, hallelujah! Save my black ass, people. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I live for this. I live for my my family, my friends, and my number one love, which is music. Thank you so much. So I want to thank you, 2 people today. Mike in Rhode Island, and David sequoiaflame. And I'm going to do Mike first because David, you're getting to know me. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate the kind gesture. He had sent me a letter and everything. He had personal message to me and asked if he could send me something. Sure, you know. And the letter explains that it's just very nice. Mike just basically says that he thought that I would enjoy these. No real reason, just another way to be involved in this wonderful vinyl community. A really nice way to put it, Michael. Hope you enjoy spinning these records, and I look forward to hearing how you feel about them. So I'm posting now before I play them, but I'm familiar with these, okay? So I can tell you right away. I'll show you what he sent me, folks. I very much appreciate it. He sent me Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young So Far. This is one of their albums that I don't have, but I do know it. Let me get my glasses so I can not talk out of my ass. Okay, yeah, I know this album well. And I love Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Helplessly Hoping. Oh, okay. This is a greatest hits. Okay, that's why I didn't buy it. I have all this music, but thank you, Michael. Thank you. What I'd like to say about Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young is that I love this band, and what I love about them was how, in my mind, they synthesized the values of the 60s, or the least ways the ones that I wanted to believe in from the hippie movement. Peace, love, coming together, trying to end war, trying to reach across racial lines, trying to bring about some kind of healing. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and the individual members, some more than others. Steve Stills the less, because everyone knows he's an ass. I mean, I love Steve Stills, but everyone that knows him, and I know several people who know him, guy has been a jerk. Maybe he's changing now. But as a group, their sentiments and their music and their values was what I thought was good about the hippie movement and what I thought was good about counterculture. So I have high esteem for these guys. I don't play their music much. Like I've explained, my favorite artists, Genesis, Peter Gabriel, I hardly listen to them because I'm too busy listening to other stuff and discovering things and rediscovering things. Thank you so much. Mike also sent me Whistling Down the Wire by Crosby and Nash. This one I did not have, so I'm very happy to add this to my collection. Let me just take a quick look at the tracks and see what I've heard off of here. Broken Bird, Margarita, not Margaritaville. I have heard this song, Margarita. My old partners out of high school, some of my best friends out of high school, not the ones that turned me onto krautrock, but my other friends who tried to turn on to krautrock, we were heavily into this stuff. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Neil Young, Jefferson Airplane. And so this music is in my DNA. It's really a big part of what was important to me. I also would like to explain that another reason why I more reflect this than I do reflect the black music of my youth was because a lot of the black kids that were around me were really pretty fucking scary, and they were pretty mean. And their behavior and attitudes towards me did a lot to just make me say, I'm finding my own space. You know, cruel people, you know, and just took away a lot of the pleasure, and I had to find solace in this music. The other album he sent me I already have, so I'll be passing this on to someone, which is the Crosby and Nash live album. Thank you, Michael, very much. I do greatly appreciate this. So this will be passed on to someone else in the vinyl community. Michael, I like to do things full circle. I don't have to give you records, but that's what I like to do. I like to return the favor. Judging from your videos, you really are into classic rock. Is there something you're looking for that I could help find for you? Send me a personal message, please. I'd love to find something for you and send it to you. Thank you again, Michael. This goes into my desk. I keep all the notes. The second package I got was very sweet. It was from my brother down in Florida, Sequoiaflame David, and look at the little illustration. Up top he has Omaha, all cold and snowy and shit. Down there in Boca Raton, sunny. You dog, just rub it in with your bad self. Well, at least Dawson will have more good days to play outside than he would if he lived here. David, I thank you so much. David sent me a CD of original music, which I just got. I haven't played it yet. Demos, Crap, and Such. What a title. Ready for the press. So I'm looking forward to checking this out, okay? You are too funny, David. Right at the top of the page, I can see before I put them on. Dereck, put your glasses on. Oh. Oh, man. I'll show you what he sent me in a second. And what he says here is, because what I will share some thoughts on your demos if you don't mind, David, after I listen to them. And what he says here, also, don't get too excited about the old recordings. They are total shit. Trust me, shit. Believe me, I understand the feeling about our own stuff. Look forward to checking it out, and I know there's something good in there. Thank you so much. David also sent me a poem. Wow. Whoa. Oh, it's funny at the end, but this is really good. I'm just reading it for the first time, so I don't want to butcher it by reading it. But David, let me know if I can share this with the vinyl community, this poem called Wind. It's lighthearted and deep at the same time. Now, if that isn't talent, I don't know what is. David, let me know if I can share this poem. This is really sweet. It's like as I'm reading, I'm going, and then I get to the, whoa. When you get to the end of the stanza, whoa. Wow, man. That's tight. So, David, you did me right, and you didn't have to do this, but you explained in the letter. David sent me one of his Acid Mother's Temples albums. Are you crazy? Yeah, you are like me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, David. I greatly appreciate what you sent me, Michael. I do. Don't get me wrong now. I really appreciate these records. But this is my shit. This is where I'm hanging out at. On the far side. Out in left field of whatever the mainstream calls it, which I hate. That's where I'm at. Wow. David, I've never even seen this record before. Glorify Astrological Martyrdom. Look at this cover. I'm about to drop tabs just looking at this thing. And do I see what I see, David? Oh, man. Man, my brother. You are... Holy shit. I'm speechless, man. This is dope. Receiving this And on top of it, getting what the wonderful package of love from Mike in Rhode Island. You guys have completely lifted my spirits because today sucked. Today sucked so bad that when my clients asked me how I was doing, I told them truly, I said, today is fucked. Today I'm not doing so great. And you know you're not supposed to do that, but my relationship with these people goes so far back. Some of my clients I've been working with since they were children. I keep it real with my people, okay? So this lifts my spirits amazingly. Mike and David, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. I'm going to keep going because I had a couple more things I wanted to... One of the things I do throughout the day, depending on what I'm up to, is I think about what it is I want to try to share in my video. I always forget most of it, but I am remembering a couple things. Quick update on the Dereck project, Dereck 3 vinyl project. It's going to unfortunately slow down. It's going to happen. The investors, I'll be getting a hold of y'all, like I said, midweek, but I found out some things. One thing I found is I cannot produce the master for this. When I made my last CD, I was able to make the master CD here at home. Records, it's different. There are very specific things that must be done. And so I have to have it done professionally, which means I'm going to have to spend between $300 and $500 just to get the master, okay? So that's already a cost added. Haven't gotten to the artwork yet. I'm going to try to get a deal, okay? Very likely what will happen is that as this comes together, the record probably will not be a real thing until February or March, and all, if that's soon, I would hope. Okay, another thing that I want to share is, well, so many cool things happen here. By doing this channel and sharing my records, I have been hearing back from the artists themselves. Months ago, after I did my Catherine Wheel discography, I heard back from the guy that released Catherine Wheel's first records on the Wild Club label, something like that. First I heard from him, and then he told me he forwarded it to the original bass player, Dave Hoff from Catherine Wheel. Then Dave got a hold of me and wrote some nice things, and then we became friends on Facebook. Fantastic. I forgot to share last week. I did that review of Wizards from Kansas, and then I did a Psychedelicatessen, which was then posted on It's Psychedelic Baby blogspot, which comes out of Slovenia, I think. Klemen Bresnikar. Hey, Klemen. I consider a friend who I've never met. He did an interview with me, but he interviewed Wizards of Kansas. The Wizards of Kansas got a hold of me through email last week, thanking me for the really nice review. And on top of that, the son of the artist that did the Wizards of Kansas, the artwork, that person's son got a hold of me and thanked me for the kind words because apparently his dad passed away not too long ago. Those are perks from doing this that money can't buy. Money can't compare to how I feel inside and the thoughts in my head, the memories that I have now, the things that I can think about and obsess about that feel so good and are so rewarding. Thank you, people. I had another one of those happen today, a really wonderful one. I just want to share it. Another Psychedelic Baby blog spot that I did not so long ago was on Jonas Palm's The Worm Nest. I mentioned to you guys that this was, I felt, a lost gem. If I said classic, I'll back off and say gem. This is real neat. It's close to a classic of early synthesizer music. I think it's fantastic. You know, taking off from the Tangerine Dream Klaus Schultz school. Anyway, Jonas Palm got a hold of me after I did the review through Klemen, and we talked a little bit, and he thanked me, and I thanked him. He even let me know that my copy is better than the only copy he has of his own album. Isn't that something? I wish I could find this for you, man. But guess what? He bought my CDR today. He bought it today. I mailed it out today, Jonas. Thank you so much, man. I can't tell you how much that means to me to have an artist whose records I buy contacting me saying, I want to buy your records. This has happened before. but it's just so cool. And I don't think it'll be easy for any of you all to find this album, but you synthesizer freaks need to try to find this album, The Worm Nest by Jonas Palm. I think it's excellent myself. Will just go ahead and say I personally think it's excellent. It's amazing what you pulled off, Jonas, knowing the equipment you had and the impetus. It was just like, oh, let me just do this. It's almost fully realized like you'd been doing it for a long time. This is a great album. Thank you so much. I sent your CD. Let me know when it gets to you. That was something that made it hard to work today because I got that message in the morning. Came home on my lunch break and packaged it up and mailed it off. So I was tripping on that all day. So I want to try to do a couple more things here. I want to try to address. I get requests all the time, and I want to respond to this request. At least this much. I'm looking at my desk to see. I have one item I can show. Oh, I must have put the other one away. Okay, so Nesbitt Ian had asked me after I mentioned to him that he's not the only person that has sent me their music, wanting my opinion, and he asked me if I would share some more of people's music that has been sent to me. And I told him that'll be tough because I have music all over the house and stuff like CDs and CDRs and stuff that people give me. I've just got boxes and boxes and boxes tucked all over the house, you know. And so that stuff is just put away. No, I don't see it. I came across one thing because it's vinyl. I forget this person. I think it might be Too Much Vinyl, but he sent me this. This is his music, a Bit Crusher, that he self-released and sent me 2 copies. I gave one to Jeff Recordman 1958. White vinyl, very nicely, completely professional. This I like. If you're wanting to know what I like more, do you want me to compare? Yeah, I'll compare. Infinite Grooves drone stuff, for my taste, is the best thing I've gotten so far for my taste. I am so impressed by Infinite Groove. I with the grace of the heavens, God, the gods, whatever you want to call it, with the grace of reality, I will do a collaboration with Anthony. That man is good. I'd like to do something by him, and then maybe later in the year we can talk about if it's good enough, we put it out. Vinyl Community releases another record. We'll see. But this is good, kind of electronic. Another thing that was sent to me by a Vinyl Community member was Robert Ye. I was trying to find it to show you. He sent me a cassette of his music along with his fanzine. It's like I'm just on the verge of finding it. And this is the package it came in. I don't want you to see his address, but the tape was these recordings, home recordings, and this is what the tape came in. But the tape must be in one of my cassette players. But it was goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like home recordings, kind of like Jad Fair, almost even like maybe something like the residents might do in their spare time. It was entertaining, but did I think it was like, this is good? Not necessarily. But was it real? Yeah, it was, and in that sense, it was very enjoyable. So that's trying to respond a little bit to your request, Nesbitt, about other music that I've received. I've received more, but it's taking forever to find it. Okay. Alrighty, and then another request is that Mr. Bizarro and Joseph O'Donnell wanted to see my SG, and it's not in the room now. And I have more than one guitar, so hopefully later this week, I'd like to set it up so I show it to you, maybe play a little bit. I'm not a guitarist. I play the guitar, but I'm not a guitarist, okay? I don't know my chords. I don't think of myself as a guitarist, but I can play that thing, okay? Just want you to know that up front. Okay, damn these videos. You get long. Talk to you.